Couple Podcast. As you saw in the title, we are talking about jstu. Some of you are probably like, Stone, why are you doing this again? You talk about jstu so much. There's 20 different videos. But today, I decided to rewatch the final video that jstu made. The end of jstu. The reason why I rewatched it was, I guess I kind of felt like rewatching it because, I was just feeling down today. So, it kind of made me think of some stuff that I didn't really know kind of before when I was going into this video originally. As most of you know, who are fans of the channel jstu, they quit. They stopped posting videos. This was actually like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago when they posted this video. But um, the thing about it is it's kind of dumb because Justin and Andrew and Isaac, Kayla, Blake, all their members. I could name all of them, but they're all kind of just taking different paths. jstu is super cool. They were a great channel. They still are technically. Obviously, they stopped though. So my kind of thoughts is it was dumb why they did this. They could have done something else because when you were watching their videos, they're like more recent ones. Obviously, they've like kind of stopped doing stuff. But Justin, he was going into a different directive. Instead of like making these videos for fun, he kind of wanted to stop doing that. He got into this big like crazy thing where he wanted to start making books. Some of y'all may know the Blobs. I actually have one of his books, but yeah. But the Blobs was like, think Captain Underpants, Dogman, that stuff. Yeah, he said he has a 6 book deal, which is a lot. So he kind of wanted to focus more on that. But the dumb thing is that Andrew, on the other hand, instead of doing something way different, he was kind of going back to his original stuff. If you look at some of his videos recently, I have my computer pulled up so I can obviously look at this stuff, but he's kind of leaned more towards like the wilderness, literally calling his channel now Wild Sights. It used to be Dad Vlogs. So yeah, he started like building tree houses for his kid, buying these strange vehicles and like turning them into campers. Um, Sleeping in a hot tent during winter, camping with his micro or in a micro camper with his dog, fixing his friend's project truck. So he's just been kind of getting into more of like the kind of like the old jstu stuff, like the smaller stuff. So it kind of makes you think, why didn't Andrew just take over the channel? Because that probably would have been a lot better because the subscriber differences is a lot. Andrew is 149K subscribers, and jstu's like 8 million. So yeah, um, but yeah, everyone they're kind of doing all their own thing. Obviously, Justin he decided to move to Tennessee, so he obviously wouldn't be able to make those videos with them. But he was obviously going into a different directive. He didn't want to continue making his videos with jstu. He started doing like a bunch of other stuff way different from Andrew. Like if you look at the two channels, so they have extremely different stuff. Most of his videos were about his books. Some of them were moving to the new state because he moved to Tennessee. Some things that I thought maybe ended the channel, other than them, like Justin actually kind of stopping what he wanted to do, was, if y'all may remember, jstu fans at least who watch their videos, they built this like maybe $8 million, probably more actually, super expensive warehouse. They had the content house. Before that they had another warehouse that they were renting, and before that obviously just their house in general. But they decided they wanted to make a super cool kind of luxury. Sorry, it was 2 million now that I'm looking at it. But super cool, had like a bunch of stuff, but after the few like months that they only had for like 3 months. They got rid of it. They decided they didn't want to do that anymore. I think they were in some debt, probably, but they went back to their old content house, which someone was actually living in. So they had to rent out the warehouse that they had built throughout living there. So they were kind of getting into some financial struggles with stuff. And even if you look at some of their videos, they kind of stopped doing like what they used to, kind of like their builds. They've got like, instead of doing all these like fun build stuff, they're going to like places in Italy, going staying on a remote cabin. What else? Capture the flag, getting two different RVs, 1985 and 2025. Um, Timu versus Amazon movies, camper stuff. So they kind of decided they stopped doing that because like as you can see, I guess not as you can see because you're not looking at their stuff, but if you look at their more recent stuff, they stopped doing stuff at their content house. Even before they even announced that jstu was going to be over, jstu Studios, their second channel, they had stopped posting videos for a while. Like their last video is a Christmas video. So, I mean, it was pretty close to when it was, but they like had stopped posting consistently instead of every other week, or not every other week. Every week they stopped doing. It was kind of like every other week, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, or like even if you look at their Laugh Daily podcast, they stopped doing that a lot. Their last video was 2 months ago, which was like a trip vlog. That was kind of their main things um from the past like 3 videos that they've had. Their other videos were pretty cool though, like uh ranking ranking best frozen pizza, trying every Quest protein bar flavor, all that stuff. So they were obviously doing fine with all that stuff. But yeah, Justin, he went into a different motive. He wanted to do other stuff than what they wanted to do. So that is kind of dumb because Andrew, obviously, like I said earlier, he's been doing more like wilderness stuff, and he's actually been making videos with the people who were on jstu. He's had Caleb a lot in them, but like Reese has showed up in one or two of them. Probably gonna get Blake soon. A bunch of other characters that they have. So everyone's kind of doing their different thing. Ben, their editor, one of them at least, he moved to Tennessee also. So Justin and Ben have been doing a lot of stuff together with video wise stuff. I think he is the editor for them actually. So he Ben has been editing Justin's stuff, and then who's been editing Andrews was Alex the editor. Pretty cool. But yeah, so they're still, it's not like they're not friends anymore. Like they're all kind of together. They're still hanging out. They're all doing different stuff, like add. A lot of people from the last video had commented stuff, including like obviously a bunch of people were sad. So like something tells me this wasn't a mutual decision. It was a Justin move. So that is kind of someone's thought, like, oh, Justin kind of did this. Which I'm not saying he did or didn't, because they probably did want to stop. It's been 14 years now. Um, and they've just been deciding to do something different. So Justin could have done it. I know, probably, but they didn't have to end the channel. They could have continued it without Justin, even though Justin did technically start it, and his name is technically in jstu. But yeah, so like other people had said like, oh no, Outdoor Boys, and now jstu. It's a sad day, lol. Or like looking at Andrew's face while Justin is explaining it is, well, he's total crap. Um, in my opinion, not in my opinion, like I was saying earlier, Andrew should have just taken over the channel because someone said this here. Please let Andrew take over the channel with the guys. He clearly does not want to stop, and I agree. He's been posting somewhat often, but not fully. Like like every other week, which is good. That's like it's really good. That's how I do it with this channel. It gives me enough time to make content that you guys will like, hopefully, and it gives you guys time where it's not waiting 2 months for a video to come out. So that's kind of my thought on this whole jstu situation. Obviously, this was forever ago, so some of y'all are probably like, "Why the heck are you talking about this, Stone? You're stupid." But yeah, kind of my thought on jstu. I probably copied, not copied, continuously repeated phrases that I said, but this was a little more of a chill video. I'm gonna hopefully get out some more videos that you guys like because these chill videos are more for me, not for you guys. Which I'm trying different things. I'm kind of trying to get out content that to see maybe people like. For example, last video, the theories video, that one got about 200 views, pretty good. Um, yeah, most of y'all I think liked it. I think I got some new viewers. Yeah, just a little interesting stuff to see. I might try to do some more challenge stuff. I know you guys probably liked that back then. And then I'll continue, obviously, some of my more main regular stuff. But yeah, it looks like this is the end of the video, though. So before we go out, I say this every video now, but make sure to comment down maybe something new that you want me to say, maybe a video idea you have, a question you have for me, because I do want to make a video on that, questions you guys ask me. But I haven't gotten any comments yet. So this is the end of the Pebble Podcast video for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is the Pebble Podcast.